You're listening to the Afterbuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the Afterbuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Afterbuzz TV's Hollywood Hillbillies After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's Afterbuzz TV's Hollywood Hillbillies After Show.
Welcome. We are back. It's Afterbuzz TV. This is the reunion clip special, a special after show. We're joined with the normal panel, Ashley Daniels, Roxy Stryer, David Weintraub from the show, but we also have one special guest today. The gorgeous, the beautiful CEO of Afterbuzz TV, Maria Menounos.
Yay! In the house. I know you.
I know her. Thank you for joining us.
Of
and
course.
You are a super fan of this show, right?
I am. I love this show.
Oh my
You did
God.
a great job with it.
So amazing to hear you say that. Like,
Thanks.
of all things, she's a fan. Thank God.
But you know why? Because they're real.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's missing from reality
Yeah.
television nowadays.
Not anymore
is they're
now.
real. And so when you see these characters, you're like, there is no one that could create this.
Yeah.
This
They are completely unfiltered.
Yeah.
There is no script. There is nothing. These are people being themselves.
Yeah.
And for me, that's one of the reasons why I gravitated toward working with Michael is that he was completely real. And if you're not, people sniff through the bullshit these days. So.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You know that you're going to put them in situations, fine, but they're going to be themselves in those situations.
Right.
And so it's kind of like, when you watched Honey Boo Boo, the reason that she was a phenomenon was because she was her and Mama June was her.
It's so interesting watching from one reality star to another right now. Do you feel like you can sniff out the crap easier than other people because you have been behind the scenes
we're
and in
living
front?
in it.
That's so funny. I'm one episode in. I'm now called a reality star.
Yeah, you are.
Add that to the
accustomed to that
roster.
title yet.
Add that
I've
to
had
your
other-
roster.
You've had so many other amazing titles. This is just adding
Exactly.
one more little credit that you have to have. Yeah. I mean, look, I think, how do you feel when you're shooting your show? I mean, you're lucky because you get to be in your environment, really be in a controlled environment that for me, I had a complete fish out of water experience because it worked two ways. They came into my world, which is Hollywood and the entertainment business and all the crazy shit that I deal with, and there's their whole world, which is redneck.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then you're
different
putting
beast.
me in that, so it's a little crazy.
It's fish out of water both ways.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
the reverse, like simple life almost.
It's so funny when I think of meme, I think of my dad.
Yeah.
Because my dad is the
I'm
breakout.
sure he
Not
loves
in
that.
that way.
He loves that.
I think of my dad in the way where he's like the breakout on our show, and
Yeah.
I've always known that he was going to be ever since we were shooting because he's such a ham and he's so funny and charming and, all those things. And so, when I watch the show with a press audience or I've watched it with family and friends, everyone's like, forget Chasing Maria. We want Chasing Costas. And it's the same thing with her. She's such a star.
Yeah.
He's a star too because... I go back to his video, which, I think led to all of this, which was his Ginger video.
Yep.
He's just so unique. He just really
It's
is.
a good word.
Unique is a perfect word to describe him. I feel like that covers it in so many ways.
In a good way.
Do you think maybe your dad and Mima, we could do some like Vegas hosting
Oh,
situations
my
where
Lord.
they're, I feel like,
We
somewhere.
could have crossover on our show.
It's gotta be a family dinner.
Could
Oh
be
my
something,
gosh. The Greeks and the Georgians or
Like,
whatever.
I feel like there's something phenomenal that would happen there.
We're gonna make it
love
happen.
Mima is actually a very big fan of Greek food. Like, she asked me a lot of times, she's like, where's the Greek food in LA? And I couldn't really come up with an amazing place to take her.
I've got a couple places. There's one in Reseda called the Firehouse Grill. Amazing. There's the Great Greek in Sherman Oaks.
I've been there, yeah.
Which is great.
I was thinking Taverna
Great.
Tony, but that may be like...
Taverna Tony's is really good too, but that's in Malibu. That's so like far from most people.
Classic that we're now talking about food based on what show we are talking about. Absolutely
gotta
typical.
eat.
Yeah,
Of
because
course.
they do love food, and it's clear from this show and the whole family, they just love to eat. They really do.
And they're not ashamed of it. Like
They're definitely not.
there is no shame in the game. Like a big giant hot dog, a big huge sandwich, whatever it may be, they will eat it. They'll eat it on TV. If it falls on their body, they'll eat it off their body. And God bless them for eating that way, because somebody's got to do it.
It's funny. I learned how to make biscuits from my Duck Dynasty shoot.
Really?
And so secretly, if we ever did a crossover, I could throw down with Mima, but
her cabbage rolls?
Biscuits.
No,
She
all
makes
cabbage.
the biscuits.
Okay.
You made biscuits,
It
the
would be
jalapeno or
inadvertently
something.
through another reality show, and it just would be
Can
very
we have
strange.
biscuit day here at AfterBuzz? Like where it's
you
like
tasted my biscuits.
I was just gonna say, what are you talking about? You know
I
how
feel
to
like
make
Maria's
biscuits.
biscuits are delicious.
They're freaking amazing. You
Now
can
what
even
are we
put
talking
butter
about?
on them. They don't need to be hot. They can you could eat it like 3 days later, like if you wanted to. Like I took 2 home. Clearly, I mean, it was delicious.
How many did you really
My
taste?
recipe, though, Miss K taught me.
Yeah, that's serious.
It was funny though in the clip that we watched, how Mima mentions she loves food, and she's like, I love food, and after I'm done eating, I either shit it out or I burp, and I'm like, you know what? It's just, to me, like that's just the epitome of somebody just being so real. Like this is what I do. Like she doesn't care. She's not
doesn't
afraid.
care at all. First of all, there's no show out there where people talk like that.
No,
I mean,
no.
because that's almost like pushing people's buttons.
Yeah.
in such
It goes
a crazy
too
way.
far.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's a sweetness that comes out of her that you're almost not disgusted by it, because like most people are like, who
sweet that
wants-
comes out of
who
her?
wants- and Maria's now gonna sneeze.
Okay.
Diet Coke on me.
Comes out of her.
The fact that she can do that and say it, and like everybody isn't offended or grossed out by it, we laugh at it from a good place.
Because she is what she is.
Yeah, right.
You're
That's
not,
why. Yeah.
Like my producers secretly were like, I want to catch her burping.
Oh my God.
I grew up with all boys.
Right,
Like,
right.
all we did was have burping contests growing
Right.
up. And my dad gets so mad at me if I burp. But
that's
it's like, I always say, I'm like, I don't do drugs. I don't really drink. I don't do anything bad. Like, if burping is the only thing that I do, well, what the hell is wrong with
Right,
that?
exactly.
I'm not burping
Just
in
let
public.
you gotta let yourself burp. Just
But
get
they
it
say,
out.
but you know, I'm sure you heard this. My parents always said, okay, but you burp out loud at home. Someday it's going to come out when you don't want it to. And I'm like, it's never going to do that.
You're gonna have a nasty.
But
burping
it's going to happen
viral
one day. I
video
know it
out
is.
there.
It's
gonna really affect your
It's going to
career.
really affect everything.
Okay, no, we
But
love this.
Me, I can probably get away with
We
it.
love this about the family because you're saying it's offensive, but it's not offensive in the way we see that. Some people
Well,
are
not
racist.
meanly
Some people,
offensive.
right? It's
Yeah.
not meanly
Right.
offensive. This family is a very accepting family, and that's why we're loving them, because they really they take everybody in. We see that they love people of all different types.
Yeah.
And so what if they burp or they fart? I don't care. That's
Right.
not offending
You
me.
can't smell.
Everybody's got the right.
Smell-o-vision. We don't have
You have the right
smell-o-vision.
to do that.
And it's just a genuine way that they come across. They're just a genuine family, and I think that's why people connect with them. And with your show, Maria, Chasing Maria, you can catch it on Oxygen. Because
Shout out to Oxygen. We love all of our Oxygen people too.
And shout out to Reels. That's what's up. Okay.
Shout out.
and this is a collaboration, this after show with Reels. You can catch us there too. Because this is the final episode. I mean, it's just I know it's sad, but we're getting to see different parts of what this family is like. We're seeing some behind the scenes shots that we haven't seen. But I mean, just the way that this family came from Georgia, they've moved to Hollywood, but they're just having the time of their life.
And they're obsessed with each other.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
are.
they are seriously, I wouldn't be able, I love my family. I'm obsessed with my family too, but there's no way that I could have my family members coming to auditions with me, sitting in the same van as me, all driving in one thing, living
I love
on
the van
That would be a little bit
scenes.
scary.
They're my favorite.
unbelievable. Like,
You're in the back too.
but usually you would see
I
the
own
boy.
20% of that van. I gave $300 toward
I
that van.
witnessed. I saw
That's
it.
my little creeper van. All
Don't
right?
you think though that we have this 21-year-old boy, and you would think that he would be somewhat no, nothing. He's nothing. He loves his family. He doesn't care. He probably loves his relationship with Mima more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
That's
not embarrassed.
His heart.
He
knows
loves it.
his heart. I
Right.
mean, and the thing is, she is so loving to him. I mean, I think to some people it may be overwhelming, but the love that she has for him, that's like her little boy. And I think she's getting to relive motherhood again kind of through everything. So it's cute. It's from this really special place. I mean, I definitely feel blessed to be able to be a part of that. Now, at times, when we have to go to an audition or a meeting and I got to drag this whole family with me.
Yeah.
It's exhausting,
Maria,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You and I have been in this business a long time. We don't bring our family to meetings. You bring
But that's why I understand, because it is hard to tote around a lot of people. We were on this press tour for Chasing Maria.
But they're in the show.
No, I know, but I'm saying, I was telling Kevin, like, my gosh, it's so exhausting to have to coordinate cars and people and who's going where and IDs and
showers
getting in this building and who's on the list. And I mean, it's hard. I'm like usually a lone gun. I've been traveling for 14 years in this business, generally alone, which is not fun. It's quite lonely, so you do want company.
Right.
But at the same time, you're so used to just getting there, doing your thing, unpacking, doing your... But then you have to take all these other things into consideration. It's stressful. It's a lot of work.
It's all
and a lot of questions. So, David, what are we doing here? And what are they going to ask us there? And how are we going to do that?
Right.
Because you're used to, you know what, you get in the situation and what's going to happen is going to happen because you've done it so many times. So the same thing with them. Like, Mima is like, well, you know, like even when we were in the audition, his first audition, she's like, let me just go in and help, you know, try and help push this along. Her going in and pushing the casting director only kind of hurt him.
Yeah, right. Well,
like,
obviously.
Totally.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
He may get the commercial, but now they're like, oh great, is the grandma now gonna be in the commercial?
Right.
So
If it was an audition for the reality show, it would have been a gold mine.
yeah.
But now he's trying to make it outside of this world, and it's a little more difficult. And
Right.
what's happened is there's sort of become this dependency between Mima and Michael, and sometimes it gets a little weird. I know we have a clip that we want to roll about how the boundaries can sometimes be crossed between son and mother.
You know, it happens to the best of us.
Dave is trying to get me to go crazy right now, you know? I mean, like, honestly, look. I could go turn up, I could get some booze, get lap dances from strippers. The only person I want grinding on me tonight is my Mimo. Wait, does that sound weird?
This is our biggest show.
Right, okay, but what's happening here, so Michael basically says that the only one who's going to grind on him is going to be Mima.
And this is his 21st birthday.
Okay, it's Michael's 21st birthday. I wanted to take him out. I show up at their house. He's having like a 2-year-old's birthday party. I'm like, look, I got to go to Vegas. You guys should meet me there.
You're
and let's go have
21.
fun."
You're 21.
I wanted to take him out for a crazy night. And he basically was like, the only one who's going to dance on me is Mima?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're in Vegas. Everybody wants to dance.
Clearly, he missed We have those moments. We all have those moments.
It's okay.
You know,
We're not gonna blame him for
accidentally
that.
say we had sex with
It's
a
a
parent.
Freudian
Wait, I
slip.
meant to
Ew.
say. I
Oh
meant to
my
say.
God.
Let's go to the grocery store. I get it.
But he says,
you know,
But that's
happens
you,
to the best of
Ashley.
us. Happens to the best
You're
of
into
us.
weird stuff.
You know
we
what?
Get it.
Fine.
We get it.
I thought this was a no judgment zone.
I mean, Charlotte wears tiger shirts now. You're into weird stuff.
And don't forget about
You know
the belly
what?
button piercing.
I'm gonna remember
We
this.
know about that,
Wait,
right?
bum piercing?
No, the
No,
belly button piercing.
No, you
She-
pierce your bum.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Where are we going with
Where?
this?
And our host, lead us
Let's
back
go
in.
back to our show.
back to Michael
I know
and
we
the
were gonna
family.
talk about his
And
career a little bit.
yeah, and I mean, just to get back to the family a little bit, I mean, this is a whole family ordeal. We see numerous things in this season where Johnny is mentoring
Yeah,
Michael.
he teaches him to fish. He gets him up in the parasailing thing. He helps him pick up chicks. Johnny is, for all intents and purposes, the father figure.
Yeah, he's the male person in Michael's life, which I think he needs, along with, he has a lot of females, but he needs that man in his life.
Yes.
But just the family, what else
Which you
Lil
kinda
P
do
and
too for
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. I was gonna say that you're an amazing mentor.
But for me to be a mentor, I'm more of a friend / business mentor.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna be the daddy figure. You
Right,
know?
of
You're
course.
like a liaison
We're too
between
close
you
in
and-
age anyway. I mean, not really, but kind of. but the thing is, Johnny is Johnny's a great guy. He's got his own family and like he's really grown in his life, I think. So he has such an interesting take on the world, which he's teaching Michael. Because it was weird when he was teaching Michael how to pick up girls. He had his own little swagger that he's like, well, this is how you do it. And Michael's like, oh, okay, you gotta have
and
that.
he took it on board and did it.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I didn't really realize throughout this season what a player that Johnny used to be back in the day.
Johnny
In
used to be
this
quite a gentleman.
Oh my gosh, we see that he's sleeping with all the neighbors. He's
All of
sleeping with
Dee
Dee
Dee's
Dee's friends. He's taking some V cards.
They
here
do it
and
a little
there.
different down south, so let's not get it twisted.
Down
all right?
Props to
They
Johnny.
go down
All the way
in
down.
the south.
I know. I get
A
it.
little hot for me in here. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're the one with the holes in your pants, all right?
Thank you.
But we do have, like, it's just a big family ordeal. But the queen of the family is Mima.
Of course.
Obviously.
It's obvious. Mima is the queen. And
Just
what
like
Mima
the queen
says.
in this family is
Oh,
Maria.
yeah.
All right?
She's our queen.
She's
honey.
the queen.
Yes.
All right,
and but Mima's the one. She just takes charge. It's what Mima says. It goes. It really does. And we see a lot of different things in this season. I mean, well, tonight's episode, we see that Mima had a little crush. David.
I mean, she thought your tush was cute, and I can't really blame her. She walks behind you.
I gotta say, like, Mima was flirting with me a lot during the shoot.
How did you handle that?
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Behind
Mima, Mima, if you're watching, I just want you to know, like, we're not gonna be together. But I do love you.
Heartbreaker.
And I cherish you, and I value you being in my life, and I will do anything for your family. I want you to know that. But I just can't go there.
Okay,
I
you
like
know
them
what?
older. No,
I'm
I'm
not
just kidding.
okay with the guys breaking up with girls on the texting or on the computer and now through the camera. I mean, you know,
But
you have to let it down
let's
easy.
Let's
you
just,
gotta let it down easy.
let's just say one thing.
She's
Like
a sensitive
Mima and I,
one.
because
She's
Mima and I,
sensitive.
we're put in a lot of crazy situations, and we have to deal with each other's personalities. Now, she's a bigger than life personality, but so am I.
Yeah, of
so
course.
it's like when you put two of those together, it's gonna be a lot of that going
Okay,
on. But at the end of the
opposites
day,
attract, I
it's
get it.
always gonna be a big hug, and I love you, and you know,
Right,
she
all right.
may.
But doesn't that just make for great chemistry in the
I thought you were going to say something
bedroom?
else.
Wow.
Oh, you did say it. Good girl. I knew she'd go there.
Maria, really?
Good girl.
Like
Okay.
is this what you think of me? That I'm going?
Is this
I'm
an
a
image we
I'm
want
a
to think
granny
of?
chaser.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, though, because
I'm a granny chaser now. Maria Menounos says I'm a granny chaser.
chaser.
No.
Hashtag, okay, so we need to get
I
that
didn't say
trending.
anything.
Trending. Granny chaser.
I'm having
Start
a hard
trending.
time understanding what Mima's type
like
is,
you're not
though.
helping my case.
You're really cute. She's got this ex-husband that she shares with Lil P, which is a whole different story. And
Yeah.
then she kind of crushed on Too Short for
She
a
loved
minute
his
there.
teeth. I mean, Too Short's got a set of pearly whites that are like no other.
Hey.
Yeah.
She's like, he didn't have a grill. She thought he was gonna have a grill. He's a rapper. He should have a gold grill.
Well,
I'm like, this is Too Short. He's an OG. He's done.
He's
this
an
is,
OG.
This is his 24th album. He doesn't need gold.
Well, guess
she
what?
did
This is
say-
Mima. She's an OG, okay?
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Look,
Right.
She did say that he reminds her of her ex-husband. Too short.
Well, we have a
Oh
little
my
clip
God.
of this scene.
Oh, yeah.
This is Mima. This is the queen.
The boss, okay. The boss.
I love your damn teeth. You know, when I watch rap videos, they all have these gold teeth. I do too. But Mr. Short here looks respectable with those pearly whites, and I like that. I wanted to ask you something. What does biatch mean?
It's like if you got mad.
Son of a biatch? Oh, I'm a biatch.
No, you call it, you say, you son of a bitch!
You son of a biatch!
Typical Mima. But on a more serious note, at its core, the show is about Mima and David helping Michael.
Absolutely.
We do things a little bit unconventional. But I know this life coach, okay? To help you have a better sense of balance.
Talking about getting me a therapist, David.
It's not a therapist, it's a life coach. I mean, you need somebody that has a different point of view.
Perspective.
Yeah.
For once, I actually agree with David. Michael needs help, but what the hell is a life coach? I think he needs medication.
And this is kind of what Michael needed from Mima babies him, and that's what we've seen through the season. But that's what Michael likes. I don't think he's ready to kind of take a step away.
Well, that's
yet.
why we needed a mediator, because like she wasn't really listening to me saying that, and the family isn't really encouraging it. So we needed kind of just an outside perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The life coach came in and sort of was able to talk, you know, a little bit of that language to him. I think he really responded.
Yeah.
Now I know, you know, Mima and I, we had a great time at that meeting. We found an amazing hot dog stand.
Yeah, you guys look to
We had-
enjoy it.
we had- I mean, they were having a very
yeah,
delicious. I mean, excuse me, they're having a very important meeting, and we were eating a delicious hot dog while they had a meeting.
I'm just still not over the fact that you sent Mima those bacon roses, because where are our bacon roses?
What the
you can
perfect
find
Valentine's Day.
The bacon roses are coming, but they're not. They're just not here yet.
Oh, okay.
For anybody who doesn't remember, that Edible Arrangements has bacon roses now.
Yes.
So it's
Valentine's Day especially.
How did your diet change on this show? I want to know. Because if you're eating, hot dogs with them and you're having dinner with them all the time, like, be real. Like, what did you?
I had two things that I'd never experienced before, which I think are quite interesting. I have never done wine in a box.
Ooh, right? I have that.
Wine in a box, not a bad thing. There's actually 2 bottles in a wine in the box, so you actually get a little bit more for your money.
Yeah.
And I'd never been to a wine in a box, DWE. And I'd never been to a fish fry. And they had a fish. Do you know what a fish fry is?
No, I've never been to a fish fry.
Okay, so a fish fry is kind of like a barbecue where you eat fish and they fry it, and it's sort of like a down-home little thing.
Good.
So
anything fried is good. So
my cholesterol has gone up.
Has it really though? Have you gone to the doctors? I want to know for legit. Like weight gain and medical issues. Like
sodium.
Have you gotten your blood checked and your cholesterol checked since?
We're healthy, thank God. But like, we definitely did eat a lot of fried food, and then they were obsessed with these cronuts. These donuts. Did you
get those in New York?
I saw those on the show.
Oh yeah, it's a donut.
I don't remember them right now.
It's a donut croissant.
When you go back to New York, go get them. They have them.
And this was in one of the first episodes.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
It's like a croissant and a donut mixed together with fruit on the inside, and it's quite special.
I've never had one.
But you can't get them here. Like, isn't the
no,
line
you
like
can get
super?
them here.
Yeah, I know, but like the line is ridiculous. Isn't it more long than the line in New York?
When we went, it wasn't too bad.
You pulled some strings.
I'm very connected in the donut world.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like if you need
Bob's at the farmer's market, nothing beats Bob's.
That's true.
That plain donut with the M&Ms affixed to the top.
I don't know.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You have no idea.
Okay, let's add that to the list.
It is.
On the top.
It's a plain cake donut. And I think it's a chocolate frost that sticks the M&Ms to, and they're mini M&Ms. And literally, you don't even know.
You can hear a pin drop
We're
right now.
leaving to go get one.
I can hear a pin drop. We're all like,
I'm wondering. So we're asking about whether this show has plumped you up, and we know for a fact that
I'm
Paul.
feeling quite dapper.
Well, no, you look amazing.
Okay, good.
But we know that Paul is trying to make Dee Dee constantly gain weight, which is an actual reality of the show.
Paul's a stuffer. Do you guys know what a stuffer
weird
is?
Because Paul's
I don't know what a stuffer is.
I know what a stuffer
is a guy who likes to
Stuff
it's kind of
things.
like someone who likes to feed women. It's kind of like a fetish.
Yeah.
It's like food turns them on.
Since Paul's dated
Can't believe
Dee
nobody
Dee,
knows this term.
I watched Mari, so I saw a lot of it.
Were you on a stuffer episode? Were you?
Listen, I don't want to expose my background. I'm starting fresh in LA, you know?
Because you got
slate.
so skinny.
Blank slate, you know? You really had to do that?
Like
I know. We edit that out.
Saw you eat that whole box of Cheerios
I knew you
that
looked
one
familiar.
time.
I remembered
That
you.
was a donut.
Well, I know where you were going. You were
Yeah, so I was trying to talk about Paul and Dee Dee here. Is everybody okay with that? So anyway, he's got this feeding fetish, and she's into it. Apparently, she's gained 50 pounds.
I don't know if that's an accurate number, but you know.
We don't even care because
Even
I
if
think
it's
she's amazing. When we talk about breakout stars of the show,
Dee Dee rocks it. Like, she's comfy in whatever she's doing.
She's
so
amazing.
It's no thought, because, and also I think that we all get so caught up in the world that we live in here, where it's a lot about image and working out every day. Like, that's not necessarily how the rest of the world lives. It's not really like it's not a priority every day to go to the gym. Like, they just kind of want to live and enjoy. And I think that there's something really special about that. It's not always about being the perfect face and the perfect look like that. There's times when you need to be that, but also be who you want to be.
And I think she did look amazing when she took those pictures for Paul.
Those are sexy.
Yeah, she was
sexy.
really, she owned it. And honestly, when they're saying think sexy thoughts, and she's like French fries, and then her face is like, ooh, I'm like, you get it, girl.
I don't know.
It's an LA
amazing.
thing. They do these boudoir shoots where they, for their like significant others, and they
But
put
that
them in
was
a phone or
sexy to her.
calendar.
Yeah, and I thought she looked great. I really did. I thought she rocked it, and owning her body and just being like, whatever.
She
French
shows
fries,
that
that's what
sexy is
turns
just
me
about
on.
feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin, and she did that.
Definitely. And
No.
it was for an
What would your word
anniversary.
be?
For what?
Your sexy word. Hers is French fries. Go.
Oh.
Fast.
Frosting.
I can't.
Lipstick.
Cronuts, no.
No clue.
You have to say it.
She's like,
Lingerie.
Kevin.
I mean, you think sexy, you think lingerie.
You're like, that's why I asked the questions. I don't know the answer. I asked
Too much.
Carrots.
Can you imagine?
Carrots.
I don't know.
Yeah, ooh, carrots. That's what I think.
I said
Malt
frosting.
liquor.
I should say it.
Frosting.
I think I would have to think like
frosting's
penis,
sexy.
It
maybe.
could be,
I don't know.
What?
Penis? That might be a word.
Well,
word for
Paul's idea of sexy is definitely Dee Dee. I mean, they're madly in love, and we don't see as much of Paul talking during this season.
Listen,
Kinda-
with a look that Paul can give, who
Exactly,
needs to talk?
though.
Because
Yeah.
that look,
Right.
you're like, when
Says a
Paul was
lot.
rubbing his teeth or scratching his head, you just know exactly what he's thinking. You're like, I know what this guy is thinking.
Okay, I don't know what he's thinking. What are you thinking he's thinking? Because
That's I've always
It's
thinking.
X-rated, and I can't do it at this table.
Okay,
all right?
okay.
I'm not
We've
gonna
already
offend-
gone X-rated
I'm
enough.
not going to offend anyone here. All right?
I agree, though. I think his looks are everything, and it just adds to the family. But the main time that we see Paul talk the most is when he sits Mima down.
So
They're
sweet,
in
that moment.
Vegas,
Yeah.
and he asks if it's okay if he married, if he asked Dee Dee to be his wife.
And being that, she said it's about time. It's been a little bit of time. Like
Yeah.
they were expecting that engagement to happen a lot sooner.
how long were they together for?
I think they've been together almost 3 years now.
Wow.
Well, they celebrated an anniversary. Was it their 2-year anniversary?
Yeah, so-
when he
2-year
gave the
anniversary.
boudoir
So I guess
photo.
it was 2 years, yeah.
Yes.
And Paul gave her a cake that said happy anniversary, but
Spelled
anniversary
wrong.
was spelt wrong.
It was misspelled.
It's all right.
Okay, he fixed
But
it.
that just
Look,
makes them.
not everybody's
That's
a
right. You
genius.
know what?
Not
It's
everybody's
the
a
thought that
brain
counts.
surgeon.
And that
Like,
just
come on.
makes their relationship. She didn't care. She
No.
was like, "Oh,
What about
you're just the cutest."
the exclusive we dropped on this show that Paul actually knew Too Short from the bowling alley days.
How funny was that?
I
was
want you to know
unbelievable.
that, in Georgia, the bowling world is a very exclusive world. Too Short
Obviously.
happens to be a part of that world, as does Paul. And
they're buddies from back then.
What a strange connection.
Yeah,
Right?
it really is.
Too Short used to bowl at a bowling alley that Paul worked at many years ago when he was living in Atlanta. So there's this whole previous
So strange.
connection.
Didn't he joke around? He said something like they were going to contact Too Short. He's like, I'll call him if I need to.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
They don't need the manager. They just, Paul just calls
Yeah.
Too Short. He's like, get you and your teeth over here.
Yeah.
Mama
Okay,
wants to see you."
but after we have the permission to marry Dee Dee, we actually have, I'm not messing with you guys. I swear to God, I think this is one of the most romantic proposals I've ever seen on television. It was true to who he was proposing
my
to.
God.
Can we play this clip of the donut proposal?
Mama, get me a donut.
That's so sweet.
Get out of trouble, just bring her a snack.
Johnny, I got one for you.
Thank you, thank you.
And Little P, I got one for you. And I got a special donut for you. Come on over here. Dee Dee, for 2 years, we have been together. And the first 7 hours, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. I can't afford a ring, but I got a donut. I want to know, will you marry me?
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm
really?
not kidding. Marry me.
He proposed to me. I mean, oh my God.
I don't know.
die.
If she met you, she would cry. She's so
Yeah, she
celebrity
would.
obsessed. If she
Yeah,
was in this
she
room
would
with us
cry.
right now, she would start hysterically crying. But
Why aren't they here?
I know.
They will. We'll get them.
They're going to be here.
Okay.
Now I know why she said though.
You think your
when she
family's
met,
ready to travel? Imagine this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
Where are they living in the off season of shooting?
Well, I mean, they have to maintain their they have a home in Grayson, Georgia. Is it Grayson, Georgia? Yes, Grayson, Georgia.
So they go back there and
yeah,
they'll
they
come
go
back
back
and
then they
film.
come
Yeah.
back,
Right. So anyway, though, on this proposal, I just think it was so cute that she was this excited about getting a donut ring. She didn't even care about
Yeah,
the ring. She
it's true love.
He said, "I don't have money to get you a ring now. I'm going to give you this donut," and he was kidding, but she didn't know that, and she was just as happy. She
But
didn't
what a
care.
great
She-
example.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
think that women always put so much stock in the wrong things.
Right.
And it really is about the confession of love from one another.
Yep.
And I see so many women get so angry about the ring.
It's
and I'm like,
ridiculous.
your head's not in the right place.
Exactly.
their head
It's
is in
not
the wrong
about that.
place.
So when you
Right.
see that, it's like, that's where your head's supposed to be.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
why I thought it was
they
so
love
romantic.
They really do. The love amongst this whole group, no matter whether it's the family loving each other or Dee Dee and Paul, I mean, they really do. It's nice because none of this has actually jaded them. It's like doing a show and having fame and having exposure. Like I don't see it changing who these people are.
Well, we see
which is great to see people stay down to earth because you got to. Everybody's blessed to have whatever opportunities they have, but this is.
Well, I also think it's also when people start a show, reality show, but they're already grounded and they already have an idea as to who they are, what they're looking for from this. People that are more, they're a little more lost, and then they get a show. I think that's when the entertainment industry can just kind of take advantage of you and really get the best of you.
Speaking of which, we should keep an eye on that guy Kevin because
well, that's what I was going to.
I just want to make sure that his head doesn't get.
I've bought a lot of Crisco to get it in the door if he needs it.
Good.
But you can tell though, because we actually know you. You actually are exactly the same on your show. So that's for real. So it's obviously because you went into this, you already had your career going.
Dave,
right? And obviously,
exactly.
But I didn't know you before.
Obviously.
I don't know the real David.
But that's what people connect to.
Bring it on.
He's hardcore.
I don't doubt it.
Love it.
He's not a stuffer.
Well, have you seen anything affect them in any way now? Like someone asked me if my dad is loving this, and I'm like, we're only one episode in, and he's definitely enjoying it and thinks it's so funny. Yeah. I mean, he's grappling with like the honesty and the rawness of the show on my part. Yeah. As a father, it's hard for him, but at the same time, he's enjoying it. I don't know. I always say, I'm like, you guys could all turn into monsters for all I know. It could happen. Well, I am not putting it over anybody right now because I know how I'm going to be because I've been on the other side for a long time.
Right.
I've kept it together. Now you all tell me how you're going to be.
I mean, Mima, we've had a couple conversations where Mima was like, David, you're going to be managing me too.
Right?
And I said, Mima, I'm here for you. Like, if something comes in for you or we want to pitch you out, we're going to get you that gig.
Yeah, but if you say you're there for her, she might take it the wrong way,
Listen,
so
Roxy,
careful.
Everybody's going to think like...
There's a thing going on. I know.
I think Mima could be such a great addition to, like...
anything.
I'm sorry. As long as she could keep her mouth clean, like on a Today Show, just being like having she does her own thing on one of those that would like connect with like America on a different level. When
like
she
Chelsea
interviews,
lately.
if she sits there and interviews somebody, Chelsea lately, if she sits there and interviews somebody, now you tell me the truth.
Exactly.
I don't go for this bullshit, whatever it is.
See, you don't even need a list of questions for her. She's just like, you put her in, and it's like, what is
She's great at improv.
She's the truth serum.
And I think she would get genuine answers from people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She would.
She would be amazing. She needs to even do like, maybe it's late night, not maybe the morning shows. Yeah. It's like late night, like she said, Chelsea Lately, Jimmy Kimmel,
like Taxi Cab Confessions.
Jimmy Fallon could use her. I'm giving you some great ideas here. I feel like
taking her and run.
Mima, you need a manager.
I'll be your manager. We should be pitching you out now.
Yeah, I just think I think when you find people that are so comfortable in their own skin and are so outspoken. Like my dad's the same way. I think my dad would kill. Maybe they do a show together.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh my God, that would be the best.
That's not a bad idea.
My dad would have somebody in the hot seat and be like, "Don't give me that bullshit," okay? And he would like go at them.
Oh my God, they could do like a food show where they go around, they taste all the great foods in LA.
I know where we can.
This is diabetic.
I know we can test the show right here. We can test this little idea right here.
Oh, Lord. Can you imagine?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
But back to your question about her changing a little. I mean, we do see her go spray tanning. We do see her.
But
that's Little P.
Little
P is like, yo, we're in Hollywood. We got to get sexy.
Hollywood.
We're going on a date.
Little P is a hottie.
But she tries it.
Yeah.
She's down.
She did it.
My dad does the same thing. He's
down.
No, but I'm saying he's up for anything. Like that. Those are the kind of people that are just gems. Because I always say, my dad, if I told him today, Dad, I got this interview with Jimmy Fallon, but the problem is it's on the moon and I don't have a spaceship. I really need you to build me a spaceship. Can we work on that? Okay, Maria, we gonna do. And I swear the man would build me a spaceship in 24 hours and somehow we would get there. Like, he's just amazing.
He is amazing,
makes things
but
happen.
He's also, I'm just thinking about your birthday party for a second and like his dance moves.
Yeah,
I mean, he's hip. Like, I'm not kidding. Man can dance.
He's
like, amazing and hip.
So it's like when you have people like that that
really
are willing to do stuff, like, My dad at one of our episodes, oh my God, you'll see, he like goes crazy at this party and the things he's doing. I'm like, I walk into this party, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
We need him and Mima in a room together.
That would be a great bit.
I'm seeing a cross collab.
I see it. I swear to God, I see it. They're my people. I love it. They really are.
That would
like
be amazing.
they just are who they are. It's so great, especially in a town where people like aren't as transparent.
They could go like do man in the street things.
Should we put
Like
Ray on
man in
the
the
air
street
right now?
interviews.
Ray
We could just
J?
stick them right out like Hollywood Boulevard.
What are we looking at? Share with the
Ray.
class.
Ray, you alive? Say hi.
Hi, Ray J. It's Maria Menounos.
How you doing?
So we want to know your take on the Hollywood Hillbillies. Tell us what you think of the show.
Oh man, the Hollywood Hillbillies, man, it's my favorite show ever.
See? You just intercepted us as we're doing the after show for the bonus clip reels. Yeah.
You did the finale, and now we're recapping the whole series, and Maria's here joining us to go through it.
Oh man, that's such a big blessing for her to be in the building with y'all, and for y'all to be in the building with her, and for this whole collaboration to happen where I ended up in the building.
You're in everybody's building, Ray. You're all over the news today. You're just in everybody's building right now.
I'm all over the news and doing what?
I don't know. I saw something with you and Joan Rivers in a bed together this morning.
I
what?
Yep.
Ray J was in a bed with Joan Rivers.
You were caught.
Hey, yo, that's what I was calling about.
Okay, well, now we're going to get an AfterBuzz exclusive. I need to know how that went down. Tell us for extra, at least.
Listen, we need to get Joan Rivers on 106 and Park.
I'm going to call you in 15 minutes when I get out of this, all right?
I literally...
Done. I'll call you back. 15 minutes. We'll actually go back to work after this.
Did you like being in bed with her? Kidding.
There it is. I don't even...
That was the look. Remember the other day Ray said he had a big thing coming
Yes.
out? Yeah, we did some episodes of Joan Rivers' show, and Ray's helping her launch a new season of her show. So that's what we're doing. We work on every network.
Did that just happen? Because I don't know whether I literally just daydreamed.
No, that happened.
That happened.
But this is what happens. Like when David Weintraub and Maria Menounos are in the building,
that's
things
very
like this just
Hold
happen.
on, I got Hugh Jackman on the line. Tell me what you think of the new show. Hollywood Hillbillies, tell us.
Hollywood who?
Phil, this is when you drop a voice in there.
Hugh Jackman.
Phil, you can't do a Hugh?
Yeah.
Oh,
You look like a Hugh.
But this just shows like the Hollywood Hillbillies. I mean, we have Maria here.
Mm-hmm.
We have you.
Yeah.
We've had Ray J. We've had Two Short. I mean,
We
these
have Roxy
guys.
and Ashley.
Thanks, Jesus.
No,
Chop
sorry.
liver over here.
Kevin
Hey,
Undergirl is
Charlotte.
outside there
Charlotte.
somewhere.
Who are the other celebrity fans of the show? Because I'm not
Oh,
really...
Ice-T. Ice-T is obsessed with the show.
Yeah.
Ice-T tweets us, and like he's gonna come by. Well, I can't say yet, but he's Ice-T is a big fan. I haven't really
Richie.
gone. Well,
Oh yeah,
I
Nick.
mean,
Well, he didn't come
Nicole
in.
Richie? you said?
No.
No, Nick from the
Dirty.
dirty.com.
Oh,
yeah.
he's one of my clients. He was in the show. We did his radio show.
Got it.
We've had weird people come out. I think that it's on everyone's radar. Reels is a big growing network. We're getting eyeballs there, and people are really just starting to see what we're really capable of doing. And that being said, it's nice because if you've seen this episode tonight, we are picked up and we're gonna have another season.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're
It's
super
happened.
excited, and I think it's nice because Reels is giving us an opportunity to do a show that maybe some other networks wouldn't necessarily do. And the fact that people are responding to it and resonating with it, we feel very blessed to be part of this family.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see a Dee and Paul wedding in season 2?
You know.
I thought I was a flower girl. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
we were the flower girl.
If these girls are not involved, I'll be
You
very
guys,
upset.
like,
Come on.
Somebody's gonna have to feed Dee Dee before.
I'll feed Dee Dee.
There needs to be an episode where they come into AfterBuzz, they get interviewed, and then
we're
whatever
doing that.
happens naturally here happens
That's
naturally.
what we're
Which
doing.
will be amazing.
There are
whatever.
bedrooms
That-
upstairs for you and Mima.
Oh, we saw that. We found the bed.
Maria.
David, didn't we find?
Maria, I'm leaving.
David,
You're all about ratings, aren't you?
Hey.
Everyone would tune in.
There's never going to
And then
be a
tune out.
Mima David Weintraub sex tape just because I manage Ray J doesn't mean we're ever going down that road. All right, guys? It's not happening.
What are you going to do differently next season? Are you guys going to try to up the ante at all? Or
I mean, the ante is up in a crazy way no matter what, because anywhere you take this family is going to be wild. But we are going to see we're gonna see really even more into the development of Michael. Michael, as you know, at the end of season 1, Ray J signed him to a record deal.
Well, I was just about to say, this is all, this whole season is building up. It's all about Michael, all about his career. And we do have a clip. It's the final clip that we see of the whole season. It's the final episode. And everything just comes to a point, and it's just success for him.
Michael, do me a favor. Look, I want you to have a really good meeting. Don't hug them when you meet them. Just shake their hand, because you don't hug people till after you know.
All right, good. Like that, I can't do that.
Don't do that. What's up?
What up, David?
Damn, it's good to see you.
I'm about to meet Ray J for the first time, and I can't help but be nervous. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I got myself here. I must be doing something right.
What's up with the tiger shirt?
It just kind of expresses my personality. I like to wear how I feel, and I'm kind of like do my thing, you know.
You feel like a tiger?
Yeah.
The tiger keep looking at me. I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come up with a plan, but the shit just
it's loud. It's
loud as right?
You can't tame the tiger.
He does. He actually gets a real record deal.
Which is crazy because when you take him from the angry ginger, and when he first came out here, and we're looking, and you're like, "Ooh, Michael, stop hugging everybody. Ooh, Michael, be a little more. Don't wear those flip flops to meetings. It's not legitimate." You really coach him from that point to being signed for a record deal with Ray J. I mean, his mind must be completely blown.
And Ray J really does believe in him. So it's not like he's just signing him because he's on a show.
We don't
and
have
that's
to,
like
we
he's
don't
got
have
someone
to
behind
do
him
that.
that
We
really
don't have
is.
to do that. He wouldn't do that. We're not putting our credibility on the line. There's a bigger picture at play here, and it's not just a conventional
it's a long-term
singer.
success
like
coming his
Ray
way.
sees the vision of what we're trying to do, which is the viral space, the comedy space, the music. It's not just about, Michael's not going to just be a straightforward rap artist, singer.
Right.
He's got a whole bunch of different worlds that we're swimming
I
in.
can already see it. I could see him doing oh my gosh, the selfie music video?
Oh, my
that kind
favorite
of stuff.
song ever.
Right?
I love that song.
And by the way, that song, 3 million downloads.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's the kind of stuff you guys are probably going to do with him because he is so funny.
We actually don't know. We're part of what the amazing part of the show is. We're going to go on that journey and show you the journey of what we're going to do. We're in the middle of figuring it all out right now, and there's some really fun opportunities. And some huge music producers have come out of the woodworks that want to work with him. So it's
he is really
it's
good,
kind
though.
of crazy.
Well, he's really good.
David Foster is going to do an album with him?
Oh my God, Yolanda!
They're doing a Freddie Mercury remake. No.
Oh, this Afterbuzz exclusive.
Where's that sound?
Barbara Streisand? Who? Oh my
Celine
God.
Dion and the Copper Cab.
Bette Midler's in the house.
We're all live. It's Rod Stewart and Michael Cottrell.
We know that he has this rap career coming, and you're saying he can do so many other things, and we've seen it.
Yeah, so be careful.
What
He may pop a cap in you if you keep talking that way, don't you?
Okay.
Don't get all loud about Michael like that.
And now I'm nervous about what I'm going to say.
There's a gang of redheaded stepchildren outside waiting for us.
I already know that when I'm ready to have Michael's children, I have to dye my hair red. I already know, so don't worry. It's in the plans.
I got the box.
But I'm wondering about his stand-up career because we do see throughout the season he is trying to do stand-up. So are we going anywhere with that, or can you see that developing?
I like to develop that. One of my best friends is Nick Swardson, and I've asked Nick to come in and maybe try and help us out. We'll see if he blesses us.
Is Nick a ginger?
No, Nick is not. Well, I guess Nick is somewhat of a ginger.
Kind of connect with him. I'm kidding.
But we may be blessed, Nick. This is my begging you to come on the show. We may be blessed by seeing some more comedy stuff.
You should get him over to John Lovitz.
Oh well, yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
People helping people.
Good old John. Who actually?
John actually taught me how to do a stand-up routine for Extra Ones.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, I don't
he's
know
got his
if
little
it ended
class,
up airing.
right?
Well, no, he has a huge club at
Yeah,
Universal
he's got the
City
club at
Walk,
Universal
and
Studios.
so
But they have a school.
I don't know exactly, but I know that could be a great episode where he goes in and works with John Lovitz, and John is great because he's so funny and he's so sweet.
And then we can do
love
our after
him.
show from there.
He
all
could
the wheels
do.
are turning.
He could
That
do
would be
a whole
amazing.
act there, and then
like that.
Mima needs to do
We
some
like that.
stand-up though. I'm telling you, she would get the biggest crowd.
Mima went all in on that one scene. She.
But
went
I think
up.
she needs to do this professionally, like at the Improv on Melrose, literally, it would be a packed
It's a tall
house.
order. We may be able to deliver.
Oh, I'm totally could see it happening.
If anybody can deliver, it's you. But I was surprised because we didn't see Mima get up on stage in the season, but we see it in tonight's episode. We see that she gets up.
That happened that night. Yeah, she because kind of like in the audition, like when Michael was doing his thing, Mima felt like she needed to jump up there and get something in. Oh my God, there it is. Afterbuzz exclusive.
Well, it's better than the burping and the farting, so we'll take
my
the
God,
thing.
that's never happened on camera ever in my life.
Appropriate for the
Listen, it's the first time for everything.
I'm never on camera long enough, Obs.
It's the first time for everything.
We're at like minute 42, so
Don't worry, I can top that. We'll make it.
I'm thinking we're gonna get another one if we just all sit here and listen.
No, I get random hiccups all day long, but it's never on camera.
It's excited. That means you're happy.
When we see him at the comedy, doing the comedy and doing the stand-up, the way that you talk to him before he gets on stage, you're mentoring him. You're just the whole deal for him. You're not just someone that's taking him to or getting him auditions, sending him. You're helping him through, and we really see that.
That's what I do. That is my job. I do that for all of my clients, no matter what level they're at in their careers. People that are development to big stars that I represent. So it's like you always have to be that, no matter what level you're at. You still need to be prepped and ready and understand what you're walking into. And for me, I get a lot of joy out of Michael because Michael's like a sponge right now. So he's absorbing it all and really like listening and digesting everything and understanding that he has to accomplish these goals. And I just want him to do well. I want to see him win. And I just want to give him that.
We see him be a sponge when he's with Too Short and with Ray J. I mean, he's getting these amazing opportunities all because you're helping him and you've just really taken this family under your wing.
Yeah, you're the connector. You're like the liaison.
They're under
you just
my
bring
wing.
them in with
We're
the
gonna
right
deep
people.
fry my wing, cover it in hot sauce, and eat it. That's my wing. All right?
Yeah, take you somewhere way downtown and find those wings.
But he knows how lucky he is. Michael knows he's so blessed, and that's why he's staying.
And I
so
appreciate
humble.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm
He's
happy
so
to be a part of
thankful.
this whole wonderful project in his career, and I'm looking forward to the future.
I wonder, is acting off the table now for him?
No.
Or is it just something he's not going to pursue as heavily as his music?
We're going into it, but the music I think is where his heart is, and he really excelled at it. And there was a lot of other stuff that we did testing him out, and he really did well at it. So I think for now, let's focus on that. When the opportunities come up, we're going to do it. I mean, I believe it or not, I mean, we've had offers for him to do a lot of other stuff come in, but I want to keep it focused.
Not believe it or not, I believe it. We've seen this guy all season, and he's very talented. Yeah. He is so much more than just the angry ginger that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that video is like my obsession. I really cannot, because when he makes the faces.
Yeah.
And he does all that. I just can't.
Popping out at you.
I just am like, you are my favorite person ever.
I know.
Ever.
Did you hear that? That's pretty cool, Michael.
Because he also like
Maria
had the
Menounos'
balls to
favorite.
shoot that, like, and post it, and he was being tortured by kids who suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just think he's just so special. I love
And he's
him.
come such a long way
He
from
really
there.
is.
Right now, I feel like he's giving the middle finger to all of those kids who bullied him, like, laughing to the bank.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
You know, but he's not even doing that. I think he's enjoying that he's being blessed. He's not a revengeful guy.
Yeah,
he's just
true.
he's a
That would
good
be
kid
me.
with a good heart.
Yeah.
He's actually been in Florida at spring break hanging out for the last week. You better be behaving, Michael. I don't want to get any bad reports about anything going on down there.
Oh my God, he's getting so many.
Who is he with?
Can't even
He's
imagine.
with his buddies from Georgia. They're down there. They're
Can you
chilling.
imagine
Mima?
the girls throwing
No,
themselves at
Mima
him all
let
day
him
long?
go. Mima let him go.
We need his
21.
friends
Mima
on
let
the
him
next
go.
season.
He's got to go hard.
We need some of his
hard or go
friends, some
Wait,
interaction.
I want to see what he's like with his friends.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You will.
I want to see what
It's
he's like
coming.
on spring break with his friends. Is
This
that
should
being
all be on
filmed?
tape.
I want to
Can't
be
get
his
into all that
friend
right now.
on spring break with him.
Can't
Oh
get
my
into all
God.
that.
Can we at least get
I
some
have a Reels
exclusive
order.
iPhone video that you guys just share with us for fun?
We may be able
Well,
to.
on
Just
his
for Afterbuzz.
Instagram, he has some shirtless pictures. I've looked at his Instagram,
Yes.
and
Are
he
you
has
pulling
some
up
great
secret videos for me
No,
right
I
now?
wish I had one.
from in Panama.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you guys should follow him on Instagram. He's Mikey Cottrell at MikeyKittrell, and he's at Copper Cab on Twitter.
What do you manage him or something?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
YouTube,
By
Copper
the way,
from YouTube.
everybody loves the video from the other day when I was trying to pitch Ray's viral abilities, and he's cracking up at my pitch about him that we did. Do you guys remember?
Of course I remember. Listen, I
Yeah.
only had one drink. I'm fine. I'm fine. I remember the whole
You
thing.
you had one drink, but it was an entire bottle of champagne.
You know what? I didn't mean to do that. It just came in
It
front of me.
happens sometimes.
I
Again,
didn't want to waste it. I don't believe in wasting
Don't
things.
waste champagne. champagne.
We
ever.
did cheers though to his career. I mean, he's just come we've seen everything this season. We really have, from him and his family struggling. And one of the scenes tonight is saying, we didn't necessarily, Dee says, we didn't necessarily like it when we came here. It was a struggle to start with, but they've made incredible memories that they're never going to forget, and they won't because it's on camera.
Well,
They
and
have
it's going to continue. Like, they succeeded. They came, they conquered.
We're a success.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool. When you first came in here and we were kind of nervous, where is this going to go? And you maybe gave us a little wink, like, you know what, we win.
Yeah.
And I was really excited to see that.
I don't do stuff to lose.
Yeah.
I only do it to win.
Which is really awesome. And I just can't even imagine what his career would look like right now without you. And I'm sure he can't either, which is incredible how far they've come. I just also think that it's amazing that the family dynamic hasn't changed. And we were talking about how things like that can change. And the way we see them out to dinner with you at the beginning versus out to dinner with you at the end, the exact same thing. They're like, what is this sushi on my plate? Why is it raw? And why don't they fry it? But it's amazing that they can just stay like that.
Maybe I just thought of something.
I call on you.
So
bless us with an idea.
I wonder, and I've blessed some ideas already. I have a question. So, when you see this show now as a success, you represent him only right now, right?
Him and them.
Okay, so did you have them under pre-existing deals before they went into the show? Did you lock everybody in case this was a hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long does that go on for?
What?
Like those deals, how long do you have them locked up for? Is it a
I
for-life deal?
I don't want anyone to be. No. I mean, we're fair. It's a fair deal. Fair deals, yeah.
What are you thinking? What are the wheels?
What are you thinking? Are you trying
Yeah.
to get someone to try and steal my clients? What's
No,
going on
no.
here?
I'm curious if you're afraid they could be stolen because, the show, you're putting so much time and so much work into these guys, right? Mm-hmm. How do you as a manager lock someone in fairly? And is there a way to do it fairly? Because you created them in a sense, you didn't give birth to them, but you've given them this platform, you've groomed them, you've ushered them through all of this. Where does that end, and does it?
I mean,
to protect you.
I think it takes a certain type of manager and a certain person with certain types of relationships that I have. Like my company, we specialize in pop culture. We do actors, rappers, rock stars, hosts. We have such a wide variety of clients. So I don't have one specific area that I focus on. So I think we're going to be able to cover him differently than a prototypical actor would be covered. And,
of course.
And that's why I got to work
Of course, but having started at UTA, you know that agents come in and swoop.
Yeah.
So whether
no
you can...
No agent's going to come and swoop me. I was the king agent for 8 years.
He's the
of my
swooper.
Life. You're not going to swoop me. I may swoop
Also,
you.
you know what I'm saying.
I may swoop you guys, but you will never swoop me.
But do you know what I'm saying? I think it's something like I look at him and I'm like, God, like if he was my investment, how would I protect my investment
you protect it by being good to your investment and by getting them good jobs and keeping everybody happy. And I think that genuinely people know where I'm coming from and where they want to go, and we're doing it as a team. And I think that there is a family moment here, where it is about the family that we've created.
It's interesting that you asked that though, Maria, because we see Mima kind of give you crap throughout the season, being like, you're not working hard enough for him, you're not doing this, and I think it's all in good fun. But I have thought a couple of times, like, I wonder how serious she is, and if you.
Well, there's always an element of seriousness. They want to see results, but in the amount of time that I've represented him, I mean, we've had huge opportunities and
of course
huge life-changing opportunities now,
and they are seeing the results.
And you got to understand, part of it is like the raw talent and the story of Michael getting there, but the other part of it is like the relationships. This is a business of relationships. My relationship with Ray J, who I also manage, and his record label is what's giving Michael the opportunity to put out a record. So you got to think there's a lot of pieces that all move together and make opportunities happen.
Right. And you do kind of come across as one of the family. Like they've accepted you and they want you. But they want you part of the family. They wanted you at Dee Dee's engagement party.
Of course, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I told you even when I was messing around there that I wouldn't, if I'm working too hard, I'm not going to I would be at that engagement party no matter what.
Right. Is it like that with all your clients though, or do you find that some of them
we're a family. I mean, like if you follow what we do and all the people that I have, you'll see that there is a cross collateralization of all my clients and my shows and my businesses that are all intertwined together because we have a lot of love for each other, and that's kind of the beauty of this business and not being a corporate agent anymore. I own my own operation. We do it our way, and I pick and choose who I represent and who I want to make deals for.
Well, that's why you went out on your own and you do this, because you can do it your way.
Yeah.
And I do believe in this industry, if you burn bridges with one person, unfortunately, that person knows this person and that person knows this person. Like you said, it's all about relationships, and you need to stay loyal and you need to really protect your reputation.
Yeah.
So.
Well said, Miss Ashley.
Thanks, Maria.
But this show's all about the genuineness of this family, and that's what we love. And your guys' relationship, the genuine connection that you have with them. Yeah, you're his manager and kind of the family's manager too, but it's a whole relationship that you guys have built on camera, and we've all seen that and all connected.
We got to watch. It was amazing.
And I appreciate all the love and support from AfterBuzz. We've had a ball doing it. Thank you to Asylum and Reels and everybody that believed in it, and especially the fans. I mean, it's really nice to have people loving the show and talking about it, and all the Twitter, Instagram community just really responding to it. It's nice, and I hope everybody looks forward to the future.
I'm looking forward to it.
So excited.
I'm looking forward to the Greeks clashing with the hillbillies.
Special guest star,
my dad
season 2.
teaching them how to Greek dance.
We're gonna have a cook-off.
That would be incredible.
Everything.
It's amazing.
We should have the Greek dance in the wedding. Maybe have a little Greek influence
See,
in the
we're
wedding.
gonna have their baklava and the cabbage
my
rolls.
big fat hillbilly Greek wedding.
It's gonna be hilarious.
But
I'm telling
it's a movie. It's a
there could
spinoff.
be. We almost could have 2 weddings next year. Who knows?
I'm not getting married until I want to get married.
2 weddings, a Dee wedding, Maria.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm piggybacking off your thanks so that we can save Maria from the marriage talk right now.
Yes.
I just wanted to say especially thanks to Reels, because AfterBuzz loves you guys, and you guys have been so great to us, and we hope to continue our relationship and growing our relationship with you guys. So
Stan the man.
Stan the man. And now back to you, Charlotte. You can wrap up my job and thank you, Reels speak.
Reel us out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys, Reels. We'll be back next season with AfterBuzz after Hollywood Hillbillies. We're so excited for that. Thank you guys for watching this whole season. It's been awesome. Thank you for joining us every single week, David.
Loved it. I had a ball here. I love AfterBuzz. Love Kevin. Love Maria.
Thank you to our boss, Maria. Thank you, David.
You guys have done a great job all season.
Thank
so
you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of my ladies.
I love knowing you guys. You guys are all amazing.
We love knowing you.
Thank you.
It's a love fest here.
I think we can do this off camera, though. I love you guys.
Yeah.
All right, where can we find you guys on social media?
Miss Ashley Daniels for Twitter and Instagram.
You can find me at Roxy Stryer.
I'm at DWE Talent on Twitter, and I am DZgram007 on Instagram.
Oh my Lord. And I'm at Maria Menounos.
Easy.
And you can find me at Charlotte Broadbent. Oh, at Shaw Broadbent. My name's Charlotte Broadbent. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again.
Hilarious.
It happened.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.